Hey, all right, everybody. I've got some more Sur-ron parts. Right, I got some more parts to show you, and we'll put some more stuff on the bike. We'll have a look at the big brakes I've got. I've got some more parts down by there. So we'll have a look at all the stuff we've got and try and put some more stuff on the bike as well. Okay, so we got a few more parts have turned up. We've got this back plate here. We got this little bit here, and we got them there. I think this bit goes in by there somewhere, on there where them holes are. Then these bits here go where I've put them bolts there and there, and this back bit goes in by there somewhere. So I'll put them on and then we'll have a look. Oh, and these bolts here are M5 10mm tapered. I think that's the right wording. Now, I've got these bits of plastic in by here. They need, like I said, some of these plastics need, like shoulder tapered bolts. This one by here needs tapered bolts as well, I believe. But I've just put them there at the moment so I can see exactly where this thing's supposed to go. So I've put the bolts there as well because there's holes for that. And that is supposed to stick on, but they're like that. So I know where it goes now, so I can stick that on, knowing that it's going to line up with them bolts, the holes there, and this bit here, if you know what I mean. So I'll stick that on now. I'm trying to work out where all the bolts go. Now, I've put the brake on by here. You see that there? Look, this is an adapter for a 250mm disc. I'll show you the discs in a second. And the reason why I put the brake on like that for the moment is because this brake pipe has got to be routed before I put everything on. And I've made a mistake. So you see me put the forks on. But if you look up here, by here, this pipe has got to come through there. It's got to come through there. So I've put this on too early. So I've got to take it all back off again now. So I could take that off here, but I don't want to bleed the brake. So, and I can't fit that through there. So I'm going to have to take this top bit off again. Make sure that wire is coming through there. And then I can put it back on again. And I've also got the longer bolts. Where they too? Hang about. I've also got the longer bolts, look. That's for these two here. These two go on there, like that one. I've bought 50mm ones, they're 45. And then I've got these ones here, which are, I can't remember. They're long. They're 5mm, I can't say it. They're 5mm longer than them ones. I can't remember what size they are. Why can't I remember what size they are? Hang about, let me measure them. Right, so I've bought 80 for this top bit here, 80mm, 85, sorry, these are 85, them ones are 80. So I'll try them and see if they come fully thread. They should come right down to the fully thread. If you watched the video before this one, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay then, so I said I'd show you the brakes I got as well. Now they are green. I didn't really particularly want green. I do like green, but I couldn't get the matching brake set all in one colour. They were sold out of certain ones. So 250mm brake disc. This is the rear one, I believe, which goes with this green malarkey by here and the Deeps brake caliper. And then I have got let's put that by there, the front one, which is slightly different design, but the same colour, 250mm, like that. And then I've also got, where is it? There. This is the extension for the front brake. The adapter, I should say. That's the adapter for the back brake. This is the adapter for the front brake that goes on the end of that thing but there. So I got 250mm disc brakes with the Deeps caliper. So hopefully the brakes should be pretty good. Well, they should be very good actually. So like I said earlier, I got the brake there. I got a little clip there. The hugger, what's it called? The mudguard thing's supposed to go over there. Then this, I'm not quite sure about the way this wire goes, if it goes over the top. I can see there's a, can you see there? I don't know if you can see there. I put my finger there. There's, where can I put my finger? There. Where my finger is there. It looks like that's a gap for where the brake pipe's supposed to go. So I'm not sure if it goes under there or over there, but I know it's got to come through there. It's got to come through there. It can't come over there like that. So I've got to lift this back off. So I'll have to lift it back off. Okay, so I've got some other parts that have turned up. I got the side stand there, and then I got this bit which is for the foot pegs, and that incorporates the side stand. Take notice of this bolt here, that's not supposed to be in there. I was just seeing what size it was. Let me just take that out of there, get rid of that. So in there goes another one of them. All this came in bits, I had to put it all together. There's a short standoff there, look, that goes in that one. Then a long one goes in there, but it didn't come with this, so I've ordered it separately. And the reason why a long one goes up in there is because when you put that on there like that, the spring has got to clear this hump by here. So when you pull that spring up there, it's got to be up in the air, if you know what I mean. If you understand what I'm trying to say, it can't be down there like that because it'll hit that. So it's got to be up. So the rear one is longer, if that makes any sense. So that's not, I mean, let me show you the other one over here. I've put it on there, look. So the foot peg thing is adjustable. I got 6 different points to put the foot peg on. I've got the foot pegs, but I haven't got the foot peg mounts. They haven't turned up. I've got the thing that goes across there, like that. The brace. What else have I got? Oh, I bought a second-hand bag of bolts. And the reason why I bought a second-hand bag of bolts, I did say, didn't I? I've had to buy it because of that little tiny square washer there. I could have bought one which was 20mm by 20, but I would have had to grind it down to fit in there. And I thought, I'll just buy second-hand ones, they're cheap enough. And then I got the jack shaft here. Now I've got to put the jack shaft together. All the bolts there. It is presented well, isn't it? And if I take this jack shaft out of here, you can see it's got some, the bearings are already put inside there. I've turned around the other way there. You can see like there's sealed bearings. So, and then they got 2 spacers there. So let me put all this together and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so it's another day, another dollar, another pound spent. I got a bag of stuff by here. I got some more stuff to show you. There's some more stuff on the bike. It's getting a bit crowded in here. I got to get rid of this bike because everything's getting in the way now. So I've got a few more parts to show you. So before I show you the parts, I'll explain something with the motor by here, and then we'll have a look at the parts. So let me explain this bit, and then we'll have a look at the parts. So this is probably going to be hard to show, but when you buy a frame, a bare frame, there's some little parts that you can't find. You can look online, and there's a bit of dust on there. You can look online, and you can see most of the bolts and stuff. It doesn't actually show where every bolt goes, but there's a few things missing on the actual things you look online on. Now, the motor here, for instance, I've had to look at quite a different number of videos just to find that the motor mount that goes through there, you've got to have a washer on this side, you've got to have a spacer. I don't know if you can see it down there. Can you see it down there? There's a spacer down there. Can I go in that way? I can't quite see if it's there. Can you see that spacer next in there? There's a spacer in there. But on this side here, that spacer is supposed to have an 8mm, because that's an M8 bolt, an 8mm washer on that side as well, because if you don't put a 8mm washer in there on this side, then over there, it's hard to show, isn't it? How can I get down there? Can I go around that way there? If I put the camera down there like that, there, this side will not tighten up. That won't tighten up unless you really tighten it up and pull the frame in. This side won't tighten up, this bolt, unless you have a washer on that side there, if that's focusing. So on this side, you've got to have your M8, the washer on this side, then a normal washer on the other side, and a spacer. Then by here, you've got to have a bolt. No, sorry, I'll say it again. Let's start again. On this side, you've got to have the M8 bolt, this square washer, then 8mm washer behind this. Over there, over that side there, is the spacer and the adjuster. This side here is just a bolt, no washer, no nothing. And then over there, over that side there, look, is a bolt and the big spacer. This spacer is the same size as that one over there. So a lot of people miss that out. Anyway, so that's that. I've got some. I'm trying to do that up there, but I've bought some other switches. I bought some other switches because I think I want to go with mirrors that on the end of the handlebars that come up by there. That's what I'm fancying anyway. So we'll come to that a little bit later on. This bracket here, I don't like it. I was going to use 2 of these brackets for the display, but I don't like it. I'm not using the original Sur-ron display. I'm trying to get this for the MSVA, so there's a lot of things I got to do. There's a lot of hoops I got to jump through. And I've had my chassis number delivered today. So let's have a look at the parts in there and see what I've got. Right, okay, first of all, I got a Stag 54 tooth sprocket. Now this is a steel outer with an aluminium inner. This was on offer. The only colour they had left was red. Red does not tie in with my scheme at all. So I'm going to have to spray, I'm probably going to have to spray this middle bit, either green, that green, or this magnesium colour. One of the two, because that's the only two colours. Either than black, it's either going to be green. There is a bit of red there and a bit of blue there, but I can't help that. But I don't know. Should I leave it or should I spray it? I should try and spray it, that colour, if I could get that kind of colour. Or maybe the gold. I don't know. So that's that bit there. Steel outer and aluminium inner. It's all stuff in this bag. It is here. I got the electric breaker. There we go, which goes in there somewhere. That's that there. And then what else we got? Now, because I'm putting, let me put that back in there. Because I'm putting more powerful headlights on and whatnot and stuff than the original, what's it called? Surron Light Bee L1E malarkey. I got a slightly more powerful 12 volt output. I think this is 15 amps, where the original one is about 3 amps, which is a bit rubbish. So I got a bit more. I think I'll only be able to mount one. I'll have to work a way to mount it because it's slightly bigger than the original one. So that's that there. Then what else have we got? Let's try and bring the brag over here a bit so I can see what's in there. We've got a brand new wiring loom. Now, I've bought the wiring loom for the off-road version, and I've got to adapt that to the way I'm going to have it. I'm going to have different clocks, different lights, indicators, switches. So I'm going to have to adapt. I bought this one, but I'm going to adapt it, and I've got some extra connectors to do some adapting and whatnot. So I got some extra connectors, all pretty cheap. I have got the swing arm bolt, which goes there, in there like that. I've got the rear axle bolt, which is nicer than the one I bought by there, with the bolt on the end. I forgot I bought 2. I don't know how I've ended up with 2. I bought one without a bolt on the end and one with a bolt on the end, but this one does look nicer than that one. What else we got in the bag? We've got the lower battery bottom thing, which goes by here. It goes bolts there and there. If I make any sense, it goes in by there. We have got nothing much left now. What else we got? We've got the things for the foot pegs, and I think it's just bolts left in here now. Let's look what I got in here, and it's just some bolts there. Look, some springs for the foot pegs, and the foot peg pins. So that's what I've got. Oh, and by here is the display, and I'll show that probably in the next video, because I've got to work a way out how to mount it. Now, I have made a massive mistake, so let's turn the camera around and point towards me and tell you my massive, expensive mistake. Okay then, so in this box by here is the most idiotic, stupid mistake I think I've ever made. Mind you, I've made some mistakes in my lifetime, but this is a stupid one. So it cost me £351, and I think it was 52 pence, something like that. And I had to wait 3 weeks or 4 weeks for this to turn up to realise that I made the most stupid mistake ever. Right, okay, there you go. This is my idiotic mistake. I got a 2.15 times 18-inch rear wheel on a 1.60 times 21 front wheel. But the big mistake is, I don't know if you can spot it, I went and bought wheels for a Sur-ron Ultra Bee. What a silly plonker. Instead of buying them for the Light Bee, I was looking at loads and loads of different wheels, and for some reason I came across these were the cheapest, and they ended up in my list of wheels to buy, and I wasn't looking properly, and I ended up buying wheels for the wrong e-bike. So they're no good, even though they're fantastic wheels. They're really well made. I don't know if I can bring them in closer. They're really, really well made, and the price was fantastic, but they do not fit this bike I'm building. So there we go. Look, it is really good. I can't fault the workmanship. It's fantastic. Everything's good about these wheels, but and I don't know if I'll be able to sell them, because not many people have got the Ultra Bee in the UK. If anybody has got the Ultra Bee in the UK, do you want to buy some really, really brand new, nice wheels at a discounted price? Probably, you know, around about £300 for the pair, something like that. Anyway, that's discounted, isn't it? So it's cheap, and I can post it in the UK as well in these boxes. I've had to order some more wheels, so it's cost me some more money. So with that being said, because it's cost me more money, can you go and like this video, comment, subscribe, share it, do all them nice things, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hi!